cruising the back roads of Colorado, headed to our daily 9 to 5. No traffic to speak of, just wildlife and cattle. We got the best commute you'll ever find. We are the couple that carpools. Do-do-do.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to another episode of
The Couple That Carpools, where
Yay.
we just talk about random things on our way to work.
And if it looks like it's dark outside on the way to work,
It's because it is.
you're right, because it's 4 a.m.
Woohoo!
But our commute's going to look a little bit different today.
Oh, yeah?
Stay tuned.
Good morning.
Probably tell by now, we're not going to our normal 9 to 5.
Nope, we sure aren't. Today, we are going to Riviera, Mexico.
Yeah.
How you guys doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but today our scenery looks a little bit different.
Slightly different than our boring commute. What about that jingle?
Pretty awesome.
We had our friends Danniel and Lynette work on that for us, and came out really catchy
Yeah, we've
and
been
awesome.
singing it for weeks, so hopefully it does that for you too, because that's the point.
Yeah,
We're gonna link up their YouTube channel. If you need a jingle done for some project or something like that, go to them because they are super talented. Danniel is super creative with his jingles. We'll link it up on our YouTube channel, or reach out to us and we can get you their contact info.
no problem there.
Yeah.
And the turnaround was awesome.
Yeah.
Quick.
Oh, it's
So hopefully you
awesome.
guys are singing the doo-doo-doo after the show.
So anyway,
Go ahead, love.
today we are talking about some of our Lassiter travel tips.
As you know, we do a little bit of all-inclusive stays at resorts once in a while. And over the years, we've kind of compiled a list of things that have really helped us along the way that we've had to learn.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the hard way, but we're going to give you some of our quick tips for travel. Hopefully you find them useful. We do. They
Yeah.
work for us.
Super handy, I think. So first off, and I think this is like one of the biggest ones, especially flying out of a small airport like we've got in Durango.
Yeah.
Our flights get bumped all the time, and if you check bags, you can't jump on the next flight to get to your destination because you have checked bags on another plane somewhere. So we always do carry-on. We try to pack light and carry on because I want to say probably 50% of the time we've had to change planes and like literally running to catch the other planes.
Yeah, we have been sprinting. I'm sweating, huffing and puffing, a little angry, but we get it done because the destination is on our minds.
We don't want to be overnight somewhere in
Yeah.
like Denver or
No
Chicago
way.
or Dallas or something.
Quick check on bag, carry on, make sure it fits in the little
overhead bin
the
compartment
overhead
size.
bin compartment. But girls, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. We've gone on 7-day, 8-day trips with only a carry-on and a personal item.
Yep.
You can do it.
Totally doable.
And it's worth it. All right, the second tip is, use the laundry bags at resorts for your wetsuits, underwear, dirty clothes, dirty chonies that hopefully you're changing every day. Most hotels have like a plastic laundry sack. Use that. Obviously, you can't take their cloth bags, but if they have a plastic sack, definitely use that so that it doesn't get your other clothes all soiled and smelly.
Yeah, definitely helps.
And protects from the sand, too.
Another big one is insulated cups.
Our friends love this, and this is the way you can tell a rookie traveler from a professional traveler. When you have
From the
your
big
own
leagues.
mugs for the swim-up bars,
So we're talking like a coffee mug, not like the huge like
No.
24 ounce or 70 ounce Bubba kegs or whatever.
not a Bubba
I mean,
keg.
you can do that if you want, but we try to keep it somewhat classy, and we bring our little mugs because literally within like 5 minutes of you getting a drink,
Yeah, the ice is melted
Yeah.
and it's all watered down.
It's gonna be
But
warm drink.
A Contigo with an auto seal lid. We will also link that up in our comments of the or our YouTube channel. We'll link that up too. But it's super handy, you guys, and it's super easy to travel with. Doesn't take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Totally worth it because your drinks last longer and you don't have to keep going back to the bar.
no matter
or
what.
You can.
Yeah, no matter what drinks. I mean, it could be non-alcoholic. You could get water and it stays long for like 2 hours.
Yep.
So,
Okay. So, number 4, I
4.
think this is. Bring your own medicine and your own sunscreen. However, when you're traveling with a carry-on, you're limited to size.
3.4 ounces, guys.
3.4 ounces.
Remember that.
So what we usually do is we bring like 2 little travel size things of sunscreen, 115 SPF for the latter part of the trip, and 130 SPF for the first few days to kind of get that base so that we don't get sunburnt, which...
Because I don't know if you guys notice, I'm white, and I got a little toasty.
Yeah, you have to be a little careful.
I need a 30, so...
yeah.
Another part on the sunscreen, bring sunscreen because down here, or usually where you go, it's like $25 for a bottle.
Yeah, totally not worth
So
it.
you kind of get ripped off on that too. But also your meds, you know, so like Tums, Pepto-Bismol, ibuprofen, whatever. Bring a little travel bottle because that adds up too. I think we bought one year, we got 2 pills of ibuprofen and they were $3 for the 2 pills.
Yeah,
like
it's expensive.
Worthless.
I mean, you know your stomach, you know if it's sensitive or not, but even if it's not sensitive, bring something because it never fails. You know, your stomach's not going to agree with something on the trip. So keep that in mind.
And number 5, we're moving on to food. I don't know if you guys like to eat, but we like to eat.
We indulge on vacation, and I think that's why we're so strict on our diets and our workout regimen throughout the year, because we come on vacation and we just let loose.
We can, and it's all inclusive, so you're not like paying for every meal.
Right.
Not that you need to go and like binge eat all the time, but it's nice to be able to pick and choose what you want when you want, type of a thing.
Which leads us to our next tip.
Yeah, that's kind of we didn't know this on our first trip, but you can go and you can have dinner twice, one restaurant, one another restaurant. So we like to go and have maybe like 3 or 4 little things here, and then go to another restaurant for dessert.
Yeah, if you like something on their menu, you can go to that resort for or that restaurant for that item.
Yeah. Another big one is, since all inclusive, I don't know if you can hear it, but we'll just keep going. But because it is all inclusive, a lot of the places come with mini bars and room service. So make sure you use the mini bars. They usually have like little beers, sometimes
water,
little alcohol, sodas, whatever. And also use the room service because that's included. And they'll bring it to your room whenever. Sometimes you might not even feel like going out to have dinner, or you're not feeling well.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've been sick and you just order in, and it's really nice to have that.
Yeah. Well, and that's all about being on vacation. It's just like taking advantage of the services available that we don't usually get back at home.
Yeah, and you're paying for it up front, so take advantage. While you're talking about paying stuff, we always bring tip money.
Tips, you guys, so important because the
resort staff.
The resort staff here, they talk, and if you don't tip, they're gonna give you like poopy service. But if you tip them well and you acknowledge them and you are kind and you make friends with them,
and they really take care of you.
They will take care of you.
It's so worth it.
Really
so
is.
It's just a little kind gesture that really can go a long way.
Yeah.
You want to talk
the next one is the activities. So every resort has some type of activity. They have a daily calendar of like events that are going on. Take advantage of these. It is so fun, and it makes you do things that you normally wouldn't try, like the bow shooting that I did one year.
Arrows. There's all sorts of activities.
I learned how to play bocce ball.
Yeah.
Played volleyball. I pretended like I knew how to play volleyball. I mean,
horseshoes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Beach volleyball, everything like that.
And we actually took advantage of a catamaran ride that was like $10 a person
on this trip.
Trip, and we got to see a freaking 100-year-old sea turtle that was like 300 pounds. I cried. I looked at my friend Sarah that was on this trip with us, and I got tears in my eyes, and I was like, oh my God, that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So take advantage of it. You'll meet people from different states all over the country, and it's so fun.
And everyone's just on vacation to have fun. Like, I'm a little reserved, and so that stuff, being out in front of people doing stuff doesn't really, scares me, really.
Yeah.
But everyone's on vacation just having a good time, and no one really cares. So
and we've met some of our best
awesome.
friends on vacation that have come back on vacation with us the years following, so you never know who you'll meet and what kind of friendships will form when you just partake in random activities that are free.
It's awesome. And so the next one is dress code.
Yeah, that's important. Make sure you're looking at the resort websites before you go and check out the dress codes.
Read some reviews. On our first ferry trip down to Mexico, there was a couple that came, and the guy didn't bring pants. In some resorts at the dinner, they required men's wearing long pants. He didn't wear any pants.
Well,
they told him
he didn't bring any pants.
He didn't bring any pants. Sorry. He went to dinner and he was in shorts, and they made him go back to the room, and he didn't have any pants. So he had to borrow his wife's pants, and he showed up with capris, essentially.
It was amazing. We laughed so hard.
It looked worse than what he was wearing, but I don't know. So
check out the resort.
It might save you from a little embarrassment.
Yeah, check out the resort dress code, and they usually are really responsive on email. or like Facebook Messenger. The resorts are super responsive.
And because they want you to come prepared. And the last one is if you do partake in like alcoholic consumption of beverages, it's nice to ask for the beverage, like the brand that you want. So
and don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, and just see what they've got. And if they don't, you still ask because they might have it on another shelf somewhere. But basically, it just keeps you from getting like served well drinks.
And that's what they're going to reach for first. So unless you ask otherwise, you're going to get the well drinks. Which, for a lot of us that are 30 plus, like we can tell the difference now when we wake up the next day. So keep that in mind.
Saves the hangover for sure, guys.
Yeah.
So
those are some of our quick travel tips. There are so many more, but we got to keep these videos short. So
you can hit us up sometime if you want to learn more. But anyway, thanks for tuning in today, guys. Really enjoy this.
And have an awesome, awesome day.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Do do do.